Well, our favorite weekend warrior always working on projects around his house. I've been trying to get him in his spare time to come up to mine.
Recently, Steve tackled his backyard and says there are a lot of things he can do on the cheap. Hey, Steve, good morning.
Good morning to you guys. Talk about a dream assignment. Projects this morning range in cost from free to about $400 with savings in the thousands and a little help from the pros.
Your garage is it's like a big store in there.
If you're at a loss when it comes to landscape,
These pieces would be expensive if you bought them in the store.
Chris Lampton says let your mess be your muse. He and
my skill level was in the negative zone before I met Chris.
his wife Peyton co-host HGTV's Going Yard, where they've got 5 days and a crew of plenty to make spaces spectacular. We have 2.5 hours and minimal money. These cedar stumps are scraps from these pergola posts. Pair them with some leftover fence board.
And the scrap boards we can use for the backside.
And we're well on our way to a raised planter.
This is good.
Add a false bottom so it won't require as much soil. Be sure to add the supports before you enclose the sides.
Otherwise, you and I would be reaching in here with a hammer trying to knock these things in place.
But first, these plastic pots were free. Imagine what they can become with
Spray paint. Spray paint is your best friend in a lot of DIY projects.
First, clean the plastic pots with plain water. Pick a color that will pop. We chose green and red to complement our patio cushions, and
Always keep your hand moving. You don't want to just stay on one spot because then that's going to cause the paint to drip.
be sure the paint you select is meant for your material. And at about $3 a can, these free pots look fabulous.
It's a lot less expensive to plant your own herbs than to go out and buy them from the grocery store.
At a cost of just $20 for plants, an herb garden will ultimately pay for itself for varying colors and textures.
I would put your higher pieces in the back, closer to the fence, lower pieces in the front, and that way you have easy access to getting what you need.
This was what, 45 minutes?
45 minutes. Most of the materials we cut from your garage, so very cost effective.
Back to that raised planter project. Before filling it with soil, add landscape fabric. It will keep moisture at bay and extend the life of the wood. Then fill it up, trim the excess, and It's actually not that bad. slide it into place. Next, add plants. There is no front and back.
You can put some nice height in the middle and then flank it on both sides with some beautiful flowers.
Total cost, $34 for plants. But wait until you see how we save thousands.
A lot of people love to see the look of a grill built in.
One estimate to build it, $6,000. So instead,
So we're going to actually take both of these wings off, build a box on either side, put a little cement board, and then veneer it.
and by we, Chris means me. While we'll measure it out and build the base together, the rest, as they say, is homework. All right, so how'd I do on my own? Take a look at my completed homework assignment here. Stacked slate grill enclosure, cedar trim, porcelain top, 2 weeks and a whole lot of sweat equity to get it done, and of course a whole lot of savings. I will walk you through it step by step right now with a picture album. On my Facebook fan page you'll find a link, myfoxdfw.com. Live in Dallas this morning, Steve Noviello for Good Day.
I am amazed and impressed.
When are we
I
coming
just
over?
need some steaks now. Will you bring the steaks? I've got the grill.
All right, deal. Looks
Thanks.
great, Steve. Thanks.